Hi and welcome. This is Mario Helger speaking, and as you can see, this time I'm not reporting from the San Francisco Bay Area, but from Olympic Valley, which is close to Lake Tahoe. And Olympic Valley, as the name says, apparently has something to do with Olympic Games. The Olympic Winter Games in 1960 were conducted here. But talking about like alpine areas, connecting that to Europe is a good point. Talking about autonomous vehicles, and you will understand in a few minutes why. First, good news from the Waymo company, Waymo front. We see now the first videos of Waymos driving driverless on highways. Several videos were popping up in the last days where Waymo employees showed of how they were driving in the San Francisco Bay Area and other areas on highways driverlessly, which is a great milestone, I think, because so far the operation was limited to just urban streets, suburban streets, countryside, but not highways. Why? Well, highways may be easier to drive because there's no opposite traffic, there is no pedestrians, there are no dogs, there are no intersections, there are no traffic signs in the sense of a traffic signal here, but it's at higher speeds. In higher speeds means that even a small error can have dramatic results if you crash with that. But now that Waymo seems to feel confident to drive 65, 75 miles per hour on highways driverlessly, means also we will probably be seeing more regions being connected. And what I mean with that is, for example, the San Francisco Bay Area is currently two regions where Waymos are driving driverlessly. One is San Francisco plus a few southern cities connected to San Francisco, but without highways. And the second one is the Bay Area from about Redwood City at the moment down to Sunnyvale. Although they have the license to drive from San Francisco down to San Jose to stretch to connect the entire stretch, they haven't done that, and they avoided highways so far. Now you can even connect those remote, distinct regions, and I think this will be a booster now for Waymo's service. So that's one thing. And the other thing is, Waymo still have a lot to learn. I've seen videos of Waymos getting confused because police shut off some streets. There were some construction signs and so on, and then Waymos were confused being in the middle of the road and adding to the traffic jam. But these are the scenarios that those vehicles have to experience, have to drive, have to collect data on them, and then you can train them, and then next time they hopefully react better to that. But the question now is, the large elephant in the room is, when are those companies coming to Europe? The Chinese companies, the American companies so far. That's always the question when I have delegation visitors here and we've been on a Waymo ride. I said, well, all the questions are answered except when. When is it going to be in Europe? When can I drive there? So now we're coming close apparently to some answers. And one of the things is that a very small country in Europe has become a hotbed of autonomous vehicle testing. That's Luxembourg. Between Germany, Belgium, and France, that's a country where now Pony opened at the European subsidiary, but there are also shuttles driving around from Omeo, CFL, and Sales Lenz being tested there. That's a great story because they also have highways, they have cross-country driving that's possible, like going to Germany, going to Belgium, and so on. So they offer quite and great infrastructure. So they offer quite a few advantages of testing there. But coming now to an alpine country, Switzerland seems to become the most important hotbed for EV testing in Europe. And I'm saying that because Switzerland already has been testing for some time. Postauto tested, for example, in Sion, several shuttle brands, including Navia, Best Mile, but also additional technology that helps them to control fleets, to have some navigation systems and so on. But now there are several Chinese makers that are having their tests starting, their L4 level 4 tests. And these are WeRide. They have a pilot project with the Swiss Railways. There's Pony AI as well. And there's Baidu, the Chinese search machine, that is using their Apollo technology for self-driving to start testing there. And also Volvo Trucks testing autonomous trucks. Now, in order to test vehicles there, the laws currently in Switzerland are that you have to have an L3 license, which is level 3, which is not yet driverless. You can take your mind off, but not yet hand over complete control to the car. L4 is coming through a special license that the Swiss government hands out. And now there are the rumors that a large American maker of AV technology is coming to Switzerland. And if I'm hearing about a large American maker, I do not have in mind Ford or General Motors. They're car makers, but they're not developers of AV technology. But I have something in mind like Waymo, which is a Google sister company belonging to the Alphabet company, and Amazon with Zoox. Amazon owns Zoox. Now let's nail it down. Zoox is currently doing the first public tests in Las Vegas. So they just opened up their vehicles